Hi Hopkins, and welcome to another edition of epic commentating from Harbinger Official's beautiful channel. I'm sorry about the accent, that's just my new way of introducing myself, because I've realised that every commentator has got some unique manner of introducing himself into a commentary. And I was just there like, you know what, everyone has something to say, every commentator, every commentator that's half decent anyway has some intro. I mean, there's this guy which isn't very good at commentating, and I watched and I won't mention his name, but he must have stated, by the way, that's not me being horrible, he just wasn't very good, he was very quiet and only said about 4 words, but he done an intro, but it was like pre-recorded and it's got music behind it and you can barely hear his voice, and it's like, he says his name, he's like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Like, yeah, but anyway, the point is, got some really nice Black Ops gameplay. It's not really nice, but it's decent. And that's surprising because I never play Black Ops, and this was like one of my first games on, and I've done decent. I'll tell you why. Because I managed to actually get host this game, and the beauty of host is that it makes even Black Ops an enjoyable game. Even Black Ops. At this point here I didn't have host and I'm actually doing fine anyway, but I'm telling you, host makes Black Ops a lot more enjoyable if you've got a good connection and can play with people with good, you know, if your connection can handle being host. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to speak a bit about the term Moneywhore, because we all know that Moneywhore is a word used mainly with big YouTubers who make money off their videos, and it's used in a manner of different situations, such as somebody's video appearing in the sub box when it initially comes out and then coming back in the sub box like a week later, and then people saying, I don't remember what the term was, it was something to do with the sub boxes, like, I don't remember, it was like something about the sub boxes and them fucking kind of like doing something so then the video would appear to be new, or so that it would trick people into thinking they have a new video. It was all about gaining views and in in some people's heads, money. Now, I don't care what any big YouTuber says, right? This is my personal opinion. As far as I'm concerned, from when money becomes involved, that there is straight away motivation to upload. Now, everyone can use the excuse, I upload for fun, I don't actually care about the money. If you didn't care about the money, you wouldn't have applied for a partnership in the first place. You can quite simply, I mean, iReaps did it, go through making lots of videos. Even, you know, they can be on copyright and you don't have to get a partnership. There is nothing on YouTube that states when you hit a certain amount of views and subs, you must have a partnership. Because there are people with less views than me on a partnership simply because they know people who can get them a partnership, which in my opinion isn't really fair, but hey, I'm not too bothered. But something people need to remember is that, you know, you can't really just call someone a money whore just for the sake of them maybe trying to get their video out there a bit more, even if they are big, or because they are, say, I don't know, uploading a 5-second clip which you deem pointless. YouTube has very few limits on what you can upload. The only things you can't upload are things which could be considered offensive. Now, you can probably upload them for a bit if no one takes notice, but after a while, somehow YouTube always finds you, no matter how big or small you are, and will remove the video. So if that happens, you know that whatever you uploaded isn't appropriate in YouTube's terms. This is the part where I get host and they get fucked up right after. Now, the point is that you shouldn't be saying to somebody money whore simply because they make money on their videos and they want to make more money. You have to remember, for some people this is a source of income, and whether they're making YouTube videos to put food on the table for a family, whether they're making it to pay for university fees or to pay off rent or mortgage, whatever the cost, it's always for something bigger than YouTube. That's why they have the money. Now, yes, of course, they may spend money on products to help in the forwarding of their channel. Either way, you can't call them a money whore, because if they go out and buy a £200 or $200 headset or Mike, sorry, and they're like, yeah, this is going to help me get better gameplays, or this is going to help me have a much more clearer voice, and then it means the quality of the videos are better for you. I don't really see that as a money whore. I see that as somebody who's making money for something bigger than themselves, and that's their YouTube channel and the community watching them. I don't see how you can call someone a money whore for wanting to do that. Now, of course, there is the flip side where people are more like, no, they're not trying to help the channel. They never do. They've had the same mics for 2 years, same shit, and all they're spending their money on is pizza. Well, that's quite possibly the case, but hey, they're the one who's going to get overweight in the end. I mean, does it really matter? Is it really your problem? As far as I'm concerned, if the content is good enough and viewable, why does it matter if they're making money out of it? The YouTubers who say that they're doing it for fun could be just as bad, as if, no, maybe worse than the people who say that they don't upload for fun and that they do just want money. I mean, not many YouTubers would admit to that, but the ones which, you know, don't even say, oh, I'm doing it for fun, they just leave it and let people assume it's just for money. Those people, they probably are more innocent than the ones who say they're doing it for fun. Because, to be honest, if you have to state you're doing it for fun, you probably know yourself you're not. I mean, why do you have to clarify that unless you feel threatened by it? To be honest, I don't actually see... If I became big, right, and let's say, for example, I get a partnership, and everyone's like, oh my god, Harbinger's a money whore. You know what? I'll leave people to think that, because if you're a good sub, if you're a good viewer, you're going to think, you know what, he deserves that £5. You know what, he deserves that $5. He deserves that €5. Deserves that 5 yen. Deserves those 5 Microsoft points. Can you even get 5? Never mind. Point is, you'll be like, yeah, he deserves that. And, or maybe you won't think I deserve it, but maybe you just won't give a shit. Maybe you will give a shit and try to be YouTube police and go around accusing people, investigating, shit like that. But at the end of the day, by the time you have commented on the video and by the time someone's read your comment saying that they're a money whore, they've already given the person money. So if your idea is, okay, maybe they got money but now they won't get any more, no, it'll probably never work like that. If you're a big YouTuber, I don't honestly believe you go from being big and completely dropping at a level of, say, 100k subs, where if you've got active subs, you know, I don't believe there is any way you're gonna drop to whatever level and then it's gonna be a case of, no, I'm sorry, but you've got 100k and you're a money whore, so now only 10,000 people are gonna watch your videos. I really doubt that's gonna ever be the case with big YouTubers with active subs. So really, if you're gonna moan at someone and call them a money whore, it's not fair. And I'll actually tell you exactly why it's not fair. Because in real life, and this goes for everybody who's ever going to work, who does work, if you go and get a job, someone tell me, because I'm 15, so I don't work, but anyone who works, there is no way you're telling me that every morning you're just thrilled to go to your job. Let's be honest now, the majority of people, if you work a serious hard working job, let's be honest, there is no way that 365 days a year, well, minusing the holidays and weekends, unless you work on them as well, but you know, every day basically you have to wake up and go to work. Do not tell me you are thrilled by the prospect every day of going. There is no way. That is bullshit. And if you are, well, you're really lucky, because from what I've heard, I don't think many people enjoy their jobs. But you know what? They do it because they need money. That's why they do it. Do you call them a money whore? No. Why? Because you look on it as real life living. Well, this is real life. Just because what you're watching may be, you know, a video game, doesn't mean it's not real life. It's a real person sitting behind it. It's a real person receiving that money. That's real money. They don't give them some fucking digital YouTube money points to spend on their YouTube account and they're just like fucking trading on eBay or some shit for real money. No. And even if they were, so fucking what? They earned those points, didn't they? At the end of the day, money whore, in my opinion, that term shouldn't even exist. And if it does, I don't even know why it's negative. Who doesn't want more money? Now, of course, you can be like me and just upload for fun, because if I really wanted to, I could monetize my videos. Yeah, I probably wouldn't make much, but hey, I could still do it, couldn't I? But nah, you know what? I think it's more about enjoyment. But for those people that do want to make money and are what you might call a quote-unquote money whore, they don't deserve any hate. They're just doing what they need to do to pay their way. So leave them alone.